We are one of the only private practice in our county that offers free diabetic teaching with a diabetic trained RN for our patients, for our diabetic teaching. The results are phenomenal, all right? We have a phenomenal diabetic program for our patients. And when they're able to come in, spend an hour with a diabetic teacher, this RN that is trained to do this, all of a sudden the compliance starts to go through the roof for our diabetics. It's just amazing. The second thing is these diabetics start to realize that they have a chance of curing this problem. And I tell my type 2 diabetics, if you do it my way, do everything we do, don't try to cut corners, and are very faithful and compliant. We tell them, if you're 6 years type 2 diabetic, not on insulin, I'm going to do my damnedest to cure you. And we do often. But part of that is getting these patients to believe that there's hope, all right? And that diabetic teacher starts to make it easy for them to see, yes, I can do this. All of a sudden your compliance goes through the roof. It's amazing. I had a guy this morning that I saw, and he's a type 2 diabetic, and he came to me, he was overweight, type 2, and everything's bad, and you know the typical story, out of control. He would go with the A1Cs up through the roof. And he was telling me, doctor, he says, I looked at his weight trend line, and it's going, every time I've seen him for the last year, his weight's coming down, 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 all right? That's amazing to see that. And he said, doc, he said, I quit eating these sugars, these bad foods, and all this kind of stuff. I went to the diabetic teaching lady, talked to me about this. I started to see it made sense, and I did it. And he was telling me, he says, he has a bunch of friends that are type 2 diabetics. And he's telling them what he's doing. He said, oh, I can't do that. I want to stage my diet that way. What's stupid? Why do that? See, they haven't had a diabetic teacher that all of a sudden make their twig that they can win and they can do it. And that's what the diabetic teacher we think is invaluable. And the neat thing about it, it doesn't have to cost that much. And if you become a franchisee, we'll tell you how to do it on the cheap. But the value is phenomenal. The more value you add to your practice, the lower you can give those costs, the more patients you're going to get, the better you're going to do financially.